Hi, welcome. This video was me swatching the Diamine Inkvent Calendar 2025 Teal edition. If you don't want to know the ink colors before you swatch yours, you probably want to click away now and watch some other fountain pen ink videos I have. If you have never heard of Diamine Inkvent Calendar, it's an advent calendar style product that comes with 25 bottles of fountain pen ink. Each bottle has 12mm of ink and last bottle has 30mm of ink. The inks featured in the Inkvent calendar vary from year to year. They have their terms for describing their inks, but basically, you get standard ink, shimmer ink, shining ink, chameleon ink, scented ink, and this year's version also features some water-resistant pigment ink. If you are new and confused with all these terms, don't stress yourself out. Simply try them and get familiar with them. Generally, Diamine's ink works great in fountain pens and can be fun if you want to use it with your dip pen for drawing. After seeing me swatching these inks, if you find yourself only liking a few of them, you don't have to buy this Inkvent calendar. If you are patient, they also release full-size bottles of these inks around summertime. In this video, I will not only swatch and test the water resistance of the Inkvent calendar inks, but I will also share my thoughts and review on whether you should buy it or not. This is the 4th year that I have purchased the Diamine Inkvent Calendar. I first bought the green edition in 2022, followed by the purple edition in 2023, and then black edition in 2024. Now it's that time of the year again for Advent Calendar season. I really debated if I wanted to purchase the Diamine Inkvent Calendar this year because I have to confess, I haven't been using the inks from previous years. Not that I don't like the inks, but I also own many full-size bottles of Diamine fountain pen inks and inks from other companies. I'm not a writer, and there aren't many fountain pen friendly journals or planners that I like. So the speed I use my fountain pen ink can't keep up with the speed I purchase them. I attempted to use more in my Hobonichi journal, but then we all know that some of their 2025 journals have paper quality issues, and fountain pens aren't the best option. The reason I ended up buying again this year was that Pen Boutique had a sale, and I was able to get it at a discount. Their customer service is excellent, and once they receive their stock, they send out my order right away. If you have watched my previous Inkvent calendar videos, you will see my unboxing and unwrapping of all the plastic wraps. After doing it for 3 years, I didn't want to repeat it and went straight away and swatched this in my Hobonichi planner. By the way, this is an older Hobonichi planner, so fountain pen inks work better on this one. In 2026, I decided to switch over to the Sterling Ink planner, which uses the same paper as Hobonichi. I switched because of the tariff, and I prefer the undated minimalist style of the daily pages in the Sterling Ink planner. I also tried weekly planner I found on Amazon called From the Non, but unfortunately, it's not a fountain pen friendly planner. Let's get back to discussing the inks. I remember last year, I kept mentioning how many purple inks were in the black edition. For this version, I see Diamine diversifies the options and gives us many different colors and unique inks. At a glance, it appears that many dark color inks in this edition are due to the sheening effect. About 1/3 of them look dark in writing. Last year, Diamine was heavy on the purple, and this year, they are heavy on the blue. I counted about 10 blue or teal color inks with different shades and characteristics. Since I have never used their pigment ink before, I'm not sure I will take the risk and use it in my fountain pens. Even though there are a few light color inks in this edition, they are quite legible in writing as long as you don't use an EF pen nib. Personally, I love brown and olive color inks. Unfortunately, in this set, I don't see olive color ink. For Day 12 ink, Bubbly is a lighter shade of greenish brown that has a slight warm undertone but is nowhere near an olive color though. The Day 2 ink Energy has a heavy green sheen but is actually a purple color ink. For Day 9 ink Buttersweet is an emerald green color with a hint of blue undertone. For the brown option, the Day 4 ink Smoky Tobacco is a muted dark warm brown color. The color is very matte and doesn't have any sheen. And then for the Day 24 ink, Antler has a weird glaze effect and is waterproof. It can be an interesting brown ink for drawing. There are multiple rates in this edition. Day 3 ink carousel looks weird in the bottle, but the color is quite pretty on paper, and is also a waterproof pigment ink. The red in Day 16 ink ruby taffeta leans more magenta with a gold sheen and green shimmer. The Day 7 ink blush is unique. It's a muted vintage red. I can't explain it. It's a retro color that catches my attention. Since this set includes many blue inks, let's discuss them to see if any of them stand out. The Day 1 ink, Celestial Skies, is very beautiful with the purple sheen and gold shimmer effect. But I feel like I have seen this color ink a million times. The Day 19 ink Overcast is an interesting chroma shading ink. It's a light blue ink with a purple shifting shade. I love it, but can't say I haven't seen it before. The Day 23 ink, Let It Snow, seems to be slightly problematic with some unpleasant dark sediment. The Day 8 ink, Dreamcatcher, resembles the Day 1 ink, but with a heavier sheen and without shimmer. And for the Day 25 ink, Mer the Merrier, it looks like the Day 8 ink Dreamcatcher, but with added blue shimmer. If you simply look at the writing, the inks from Day 1, Day 18, Day 8, Day 15, and Day 25 can look identical. Overall, I think the offers from this year's Teal edition are not bad, but perhaps they should consider calling it the Blue edition instead. I was worried it would be like last year, full of purple color inks, but they have scaled back on the purple. Ultimately, I would also recommend this edition if you also enjoy drawing with fountain pen inks, as we are getting a few waterproof pigment inks. If you only use fountain pens for writing purposes, I would wait and only buy the ones you love when they release the full bottles. Alternatively, perhaps this is a good time to stock up on full bottles of last year's ink during the holiday sale season. Or maybe focus on using the inks in your collection and avoid the need to buy anything. Buying gives us an adrenaline rush, but using what we have can also be satisfying and bring joy. I have always enjoyed chatting with you all in my videos. If you are one of the rare ones who finished watching the whole video, let me know which colors are your favorites. I appreciate your time, and I hope this quick swatching and review video is helpful if you plan to buy this year's Diamine Inkvent Calendar. I'm going to stop talking and let you finish seeing how the inks look after they are dry. If you are watching this during the holiday season, I wish you the best time with friends and family. If you are on your own, thanks for hanging out here, and I'm always available to chat in the comments. Thanks for watching and happy holidays. Talk to you soon. Bye.